Hola amigos, this is level 12, and today we are back playing Russification Roulette. Two things on the agenda. Head of Facts released some kind of trigger warning for just the generalized of her channel in this game, and I'll link it below if you want to watch it, but I think we've all realized at this point this is maybe not the game you show your 3-year-old cousin. Second thing, I'm very tired, so if I'm a little bit extra snappy, that's why. So with that being said, I originally was gonna, have comrade time with Estonia, but Moldova will do. Cause oh, this music. It reminds me of Mickey Mouse Speedway. Hello, Mr. Lithuania. Hello, Moldova. What are you reading? Some book that my brother told me to read. It's really interesting. What is it about? There's these personifications of the 7 deadly sins and the 7 heavenly virtues. Brother thinks that they represent each of us since there's 14 of us. Is that so? Here, do you want me to read one? Sure. I was reading chastity stories, so I'll read you that. Once there was a young maiden who got married to a rich, loving man. She loved him very dearly, and her heart was devoted to him. However, immediately after they got married, he got drafted into the war. Before they even consummated their marriage, he left. She made a vow to him that she would stay true to him before he left, and she kept that vow. Unfortunately, her husband died in the war, and when she was told this, she refused to believe it. Every day she would await his return, even though her neighbors and suitors always told her he was gone. She just refused to believe them. Oh, my throat is dry. One day, the enemy that they were at war with invaded the town. When they got to her house, the leader of the enemy troop was captivated by her beauty. Instead of killing her on the spot, he gave her a choice, marry him or die. She chose to die. Chastity wears an old-fashioned wedding dress. More often than not, she has a veil in front of her face, forever awaiting her husband to return to him. Romania, you probably shouldn't have your brother read these kinds of stories. It is quite well written. The book is in Russian and my big brother can't read it, so I'm translating everything and summarizing the important parts. I see. Want to hear another one? I suppose I have time for one more. Okay, I'll read Humilities next. It's one of my favorites. There was once a bum who didn't have any talent, no useful skills that helped him get a job at least. People made fun of him because he was always on the street begging for money. One day he tried to do tricks for money, only for them to fail horribly. The bum didn't realize that making people laugh was what truly made him happy. He didn't need to eat as long as he could put a smile on someone's face. So he started making jokes. He got somewhat good at his talents eventually, but would purposely fail to make people laugh. He would juggle yogurt, pretend to be other people, perform little skits, and many other things. So eventually, he got famous that he was invited to work for the king. He worked there for many years and was renowned. But those days came to an end when the king was the butt of one of his jokes. He was executed afterwards. Humility wears a green and white jester's outfit. His face was painted in half green and half white with the opposite color diamonds around each cheek. He often carries a wand with bells on it, and still does tricks in hopes of bringing joy to others. That was a much happier story. Was it? Was it really? Yeah, not as exciting, but I like his character. Do you want to hear one more? Yes. Alright, temperance isn't as cool, but it's more interesting than diligence. Temperance is alcohol, right? There once was a little boy who has lost his parents. He was very poor and lived on the streets. He wore the same raggedy old coat every day. Hey, it's you! However, he was an adorable little boy, and he charmed the whole town. Day after day, people tried to help him. He accepted the bare minimum of what people gave him, but he would not take more than he needed. He would often use his adorable appeal as a means to get food for less appealing beggars. Though almost everyone gave him an abundance of food and offered him a place to stay, he would refuse to eat without the others being fed too, and he refused shelter without the others being taken care of too. One winter, the boy froze to death due to lack of shelter. Afterwards, the town built a statue of him and opened up a place where beggars could stay. Temperance wears his same raggedy old brown coat, but Now that coat is lined with gold, and the tattered black fur around the neck is now clean and white. If these stories are so short, then why does that book look so big? Apparently, this is just the introduction. The whole other story about the soldier who invades his house, that is also testing for lab mutants, and I'm honestly not sure what it has to do with the rest of the book, but I guess I'll find out. How strange. Your friendship with Moldova has grown. Your interest in fairy tales has also grown. Yay, fairy tales. Day 14. Cool. Now, if Estonia is an option, we will go. Another peaceful day. I wonder what I'll do today. Okay, cool. Thank you. Comrade time! Spend the day with... I really want to go to Poland, but I'm more awake now, so Estonia it is. Lithuania, you're big. Did you find anything on that computer? Nothing yet. I'm still exploring all the wiki pages, though. I wish I could help, but I'm not very good with computers. So, find anything else? I got the key out of the music box, and I found what it's for, too. What does it open? Follow me. It's just around the corner. I feel really excited, like I'm going to uncover an undiscovered relic or something. Right here. Let me just move the rug. A trap door. Cool, right? I never knew that this existed. Really? I use this place as a hiding spot. I think I found it in the 50s. I know that there are other secret doors in this house, but I haven't seen this one. Well, this door looks familiar. Maybe I've gone through this one. Should we go through it? You're asking me? I thought you used to hide here all the time. Yes, but I've only been here a few times, and while I was down here, I realized there's a tunnel. A tunnel? Yes, I'm not sure where it leads, but I was wondering if you wanted to help me explore. Yes! Go through it, go through it, go through it. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to check it out. Headfax did say Estonia's comrade time would be fun. We should have brought a flashlight. I have a small flashlight keychain I got from Finland. Oh, I must not be seeing it. I can see a little bit from the cracks of light. I crawled in here earlier, but I only reached the door. Then I realized I should probably wait. There's a door at the end of this hall? Yeah, it's... Wah! Estonia, are you okay? I'm fine, there's dry blood on the floor. What? May I see the light? As I look down at my feet, I see it as he shines his light on it. There are streaks of dried black blood along the hallway. It's as if something or someone was dragged down here. Chills ran down my spine. Suddenly something hit me. No! Dang it! Crap! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! My entire body froze. I got a dreadful feeling in my gut. A dreadful feeling of nostalgia. The feeling I might have been here before, but not in a pleasant memory. I shined the light. Oh, I thought Estonia hit us. It's just a flashback. I shined the light along the walls. A few dark black marks stained the walls. One right next to me looked like a smear. The atmosphere of this place brought back haunting memories that flooded back into my mind. Memories I've tried to repress. I won't see you acting like that again, will I, Lithuania? This just brought back horrible memories of horrible fan fictions and starters I used to write because I was an angsty teenager. Lithuania? Huh? You look scared. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here, let's keep going. Okay then. Ah, here's the hitch. It's a small metal hatch, a small metal door. Huh? It's locked from the outside by a latch. That's strange. Why would it be locked on the outside? What do you think is in there? I don't know, but I hope that it isn't radioactive. I'll go first then. Whoa! We're like in the ceiling corner of another room. How high is the ceiling? Not too high, I can see the floor. And I'm in. This is a weird door for a room. I'm coming in. It's so dark in here. Have you found a light switch yet? Working on it. Here we are. What is this place? Lithuania? At the sight of this, everything came rushing back to me. I remembered. Okay. This was the room. The room that haunted me to this day. The room that plagued my nightmares. This was the infamous punishment room. Torture instruments lined up against the wall. Dry blackened blood staining the floor. Broken glass from bottles of vodka in the corner. Yeah, this definitely brings me back to, like, 2017 and 2018 when I would look up horrible fanfictions and write horrible fanfictions. And it was not a good time. Lithuania? Lithuania, please answer me. You're scaring me. Lithuania? Lithuania? You look so funny when you're terrified like that. You make the most hilarious faces. My arm. It's in pain? Lithuania. Holy crap, are you okay? Sorry, I almost cut off your circulation there. I didn't know what was going on in Estonia. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just say this room brings back a lot of really, really bad memories. This place. Oh god, are we where I think we are? The dungeon. Oh god, sorry, I forgot that it was real. I've only ever seen this place once. You've seen this place? Once, but we should get out of here. You must be really freaking out. I'm okay. You look like you're really panicking. You've been here before too? I just want to get out of here. I'll tell you once we're out of here. I don't want to look at this place. Okay, then let's. But did he really use all of those? No. Not on me, at least. The Morning Star mace absolutely terrified me every time I was here, though. Let's just get out of here. Okay, now do you want to talk about it? Is this something else I'm gonna have to cut out? I guess. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry for what? There's the watermark. I've never been to the room for punishments. I know about it because of you. What do you mean? Please don't lie to me again, Lithuania. I'm adult, not a child. I should have realized it sooner. I don't know how I was so naive. At first, I heard you come to bed very, very late, absolutely exhausted, and then you would just stay in the bathroom for a long time. Then I walked in on Latvia attending to your wounds, but you kept insisting that was all. But I eventually figured out the truth. I finally learned what was really going on. It was 1972. I was cleaning upstairs, and by accident, I knocked over one of those expensive vases in the house. I was panicking. I knew I was going to end up suffering if Russia ever found out, and so I did what I always did. I ran. Of course, Russia eventually found out, and he knew that one of us was responsible, but I was too terrified to say anything. I just couldn't speak. And then you stepped forward and told Russia it was your fault. Oh my gosh, I had a starter almost exactly like this. Oh my gosh. I know this is like important and all, but the memories it brings me back of being a sad teenager in my room. That's fun. Thank you for memory lane. Russia noted and you followed him downstairs. It was curious, so I followed you too. But what I saw was worse than I had ever expected. Oh god, you saw that? Stop it. Stop apologizing. If it wasn't for me, it wouldn't have happened in the first place. It's all my fault. It's okay. I forgive you. Huh? I just saw it as my job as the oldest to protect you, but sometimes I just have to learn when to quit it. I chose to put the blame on myself. It was my own fault. I'm sorry I hid everything from you too. But if it's one thing I've learned from gaining freedom, you just have to let the past go sometimes, especially now. This is all part of Russia's plan to take our horrific, traumatizing memories and use them to divide us. But I'm not going to let that happen, especially not now, because that's what he wants. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I won't bring up any other bad memories. Instead, let's focus on getting out of here. That's the spirit. Forest Brothers? Forest Brothers. Your brotherly bond with Estonia has grown. Aw, that's so sweet. Now I'm glad. The fear I had during the Soviet Union had returned. This place digs up old memories, sometimes in the form of haunting nightmares, such as the ones that have plagued my sleep. Just when I had been free from these for 2 years. What year does this take place? Okay, they have returned. I have been so out of it lately. I didn't even hear the screaming. Lithuania? Lithuania, wake up. Huh? Get downstairs, now. What's going on? There's been another death. Don't you hear Latvia screaming? No, who is it? Hungary, who is it? I swear to God. For the first time since I've been here, I actually fainted at the sight of a dead body. It was a simple wound, a knife in the chest, but I couldn't bear to see him like that. I may actually cry. Wow. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay. I gagged, by the way, when I saw that image. Oh, I never got my comrade time with Poland! Oh my god. Oh, was that a dream? No, it wasn't a dream. This is Belarus waking us up from our fainting spell. Oh my god. Hey, you're awake. Yeah, how long was I out? About 15 minutes. Ugh, how was the investigation? It just started not that long ago. Want to sit this one out? No, I need to find the killer for him. I swear if I don't find the right killer this time, I'm going to be fuming. Okay then, go on ahead. Poland, I promise that you will not die in vain. Oh my god, do you have to show this image again? Investigate, yes. Thank you. The body. Okay, let's look at the chest. He was stabbed in the heart. The cause of death is easy enough to identify. Wait. Hey, you're awake. How did you find him? What position was he in? Oh, I don't remember. He was up against the wall, sitting propped up, just like that. There's stuff written here. Interesting. Knowing Poland, he probably propped himself up like this for show. Oh, Poland. There's some blood in his mouth. He must not have died instantly. Oh, Poland. The left hand? His left hand is covered in blood. Maybe he tried to stop his bleeding. The right hand? His hand has unusual blood stains around it. They're like... There's blood all around the knuckles and the outside of the hand, but it's clean on the inside of the hand. How unusual. Strange. I don't even know how you would do that unless you put your hand like backwards to the wound. His wrist is broken. I'm pretty positive about that. Done. The room. The symbols. What is this? A dying message? VI. Then some smears. VII? I should have agreed to learn that secret code with Poland. Well, I know it's 6 and 7? Did you drag yourself here because you wanted to write this? Was this important to you? What was the point? Even in death, you're still incredibly difficult. The mop? There should be more blood, but someone must have mopped it up. It looks like someone was mopping up mud, too. Did the killer come from outside? The floor. There's blood smeared across the floor. Was Poland dragged, or maybe did he drag himself here? Done. The crime scene was rather simple. It seemed almost too simple. But no matter where we checked, there was nothing to be found. But as I stepped onto the podium, I had one thing in mind. I will find the killer this time. Russification Roulette. Okay, this is still here, but that's cool. All rise. This court is now in session. Judge Russia is presided. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the murderer of Poland. Is everyone ready? Yes. All right. I call this trial to session. Jury, you may discuss. Debate. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I am not getting copyright claimed again. There. music volume is at 1% now. I'm not getting copyright claimed. Alright, where do we begin? First, I want to talk about the bloodstains on the floor. The bloodstains were streaked, as if the body was dragged. Meaning he didn't die against the wall. But the question is, did the killer drag him there? But what purpose would the killer have to drag him there? All it would do was reveal that he didn't die against the wall. So Poland dragged himself. And he must have set himself up against the wall. Didn't he have a broken wrist, too? Oh, Poland, why would you put yourself through that? What was the point? At least it was only a short distance. The streaks of blood don't even lead a meter away from the wall. What other evidence do we have? The crime scene is simple. He died from a knife to the heart. Is any idiot going to contest that? I'm not. It looks like we're all in agreement. Do we have any leads on who the killer could be? I mean, the killer really covered their tracks well. Even in death, Poland still frustrates me. I didn't smell anything weird. One of those statements stands out to me. Oh. I don't remember what Latvia said. Crap. Even in death, Poland still frustrates. I think it's this one. No, that's not right. I have to hurry. I'm wasting time. Ah, crap! Latvia? Latvia. Did the killer cover their tracks, or were there even any tracks to cover? What do you mean? I mean, maybe the killer... What do you mean? If the killer didn't stab him, then they aren't the killer. Not necessarily. What do you mean? Maybe something else happened that caused the knife to stab him. The killer had to stab him. End of story. There's no indication that Poland even had a knife in his hand. But his wrist was broken. And the way the blood was on his hand, there's some kind of struggle. Did the killer set up a trap? Duh, the killer must have mopped it up. You saw the mop bucket. About that, I used that to clean my shoes the other day. I realized I still had mud on them from working in the fields. I'm sorry, please forgive me. One of those statements stands out to me. One of those statements is wrong. Oh, I'm playing this on like 5 hours of sleep. Not the best. Romania, that's wrong. What? There was an indication that Poland was holding a knife. It's because of the blood stains. That would make sense. Didn't they look a bit odd to you? I can't really remember what they looked like. Okay, because this episode is like going downhill very fast. We're just gonna write what people say when the characters come up. Does anyone have a pen? I do. Do you mind if I don't give it back? I just found it in the trash. Moldova, what did I say about digging in the trash? But there's really cool things in the trash. The pen still works, too. Observe. Now take a look at my hand. Does this look familiar? It looks like the bloodstains on Poland's hand. So Poland must have been holding the knife when he was stabbed. Exactly. How would Poland have stabbed himself? The killer must have... Okay. Or maybe he just happened to stab himself on accident? How would he do that? I don't know. Maybe he was fighting back against the killer when it happened. Maybe both of their hands were on the knife and Poland ended up getting stabbed. Yeah, that would make sense. Or maybe there isn't a killer after all. What do you mean? Maybe Poland killed himself. There's no way he would do that. Is there, though? Agree with... Okay. Belarus said something about... I think Estonia's right. They must have both had their hands on the knife. Latvia's right. I am? Estonia, your hypothesis is perfect. If you take a look at the body, Poland's right wrist was broken. Maybe he broke it while fighting the killer. I saw it too. It's hard for a wrist to bend that way unless you fall on it. That's right, he must have fell on the knife. But in order to do that, Poland had to have the knife in his hand in the first place. Exactly, Poland had the knife because he took it from the killer. He was returning it to the kitchen. Well, I mean, his killing plan. No way. You've got to be kidding. Poland? I don't like to think about it either, but he talked to me a couple days ago. To say the thought never crossed his mind would be a lie. I should have told you. I should have warned everyone. You might have been put in danger if you had. Don't worry about it. Estonia. Alright, so we can confirm that the killer didn't expect to kill him. It must have happened at night, otherwise we would have heard screaming. None of us has narrowed down our suspects list, though. Anyone could have been in the grand room last night. Lithuania, Hungary, did you notice he was gone? He was on watch duty. He went to sleep around midnight. Oh, So, sometime after midnight. It must have been very early in the morning, otherwise we would have heard something in the hallway. You did? Oh, I didn't read that out. I only wrote it, rip. I heard people running last night. I heard something else, but I have no idea what it is. I heard a lot of high-pitched noises. High-pitched noises? That could mean anything. We're never going to crack this case. We don't have any evidence left. That's not true. Huh? We still haven't gone over the mop and bucket, the lack of footprints, the message on the wall. That chicken scratch? It's illegible. I couldn't even make it out. Maybe it's his Wi-Fi password? It was dark, right? And since his writing hand was injured, he must have written it with his left hand. I'm surprised I'm even able to make out one letter. Is there any way we can see those markings? I can pull up a screen. Alright. Oh, thank you for that image again. It looks like a VI smudged with a VII at the end, and a smudge at the end. Oh, okay. And a smudge at the end, doesn't it? Numbers 7 and 8. That's Czechia and Ukraine, but Czechia is already dead. Oh, I thought that said Lithuania. Also, I thought VI was 6 and VII was 7, but whatever. Does it mean that Ukraine killed him and Czechia? I swear I'm innocent. Let's flip it upside down. Why? From that angle and how he was sitting, he probably wrote it upside down. Could it be? There's no way it'd be Latvia. It looks like smudged some really distinct letters. A, and then IA. Wait, those two lines, they could be an O. The I and the A, I, and the A are definite, though. The O could be an unfinished D or U, too. We don't know. Hungary? That doesn't even make sense. Poland probably couldn't spell. He was on his deathbed. Very funny. Poland probably didn't have time to write in English either. Oh, crap. He probably tried to write his killer's name, but wrote it in Polish. Interesting. That's a good observation. So he was probably trying to spell Litva, Slovak. That's all of us! A name with an A in the middle that ends in AI, so any name ending in AI is certain, but there are at least two A's in the name. It may have a D, O, or U in the middle, so judging from the picture, it has to be. Oh my god. So, I've looked at it, I've sipped some water, I'm hydrated, and the only name it looks like it can be is Moldova. Because I see like a W, and an O, and an L, and a D. Oh my god. And high-pitched. We just gotta do it, folks. It has to be Moldavia. Meaning it was Moldova. What? I think I see a U in there. It could easily be Ukraine. What? Why are you suspecting me? I'm sorry, I'm so suspicious. No, this is the only spelling that makes sense. You've got to be kidding me. It's not him. I know it's not him. Prove it then. The name is right there, right on that wall. This is another red herring and I've made the wrong decision again. Oh my gosh. Wait, there is one other spelling that makes sense. What do you mean? There's a chance that Poland could have been writing in English. That's an excellent point, Slovakia. Well, then it would be you. You're welcome. A name with an A in the middle that ends in an AI, so any name ending in AI is certain. And then there are at least 2 A's in the name. It may have a D, O, or U in the middle too, so it has to be... It's either Slovakia or Romania. I still think it's Moldova because that looks so much like an upside down M to me. But I guess we'll go with Romania. Romania, both you and Moldova are currently the suspects. It's time for you to defend yourselves if you can. Moldova. I was there. I had trouble sleeping, so we went to the kitchen to get something to help me. It was taking a while, so I went to see what was going on. When I came out of my bedroom and went downstairs, Big Brother and Poland were fighting. Fighting? Then I asked what was going on. Poland saw me and he ran towards me and... I'll tell it from here. I went to the bathroom downstairs, but when I came out of the bathroom I heard footsteps, so I decided to investigate. I saw Poland walking alone up the stairway. I saw that he had a knife. I hid behind quietly and stalked him. I followed him to the East Hall. It seemed like he was heading for a room far down the hallway. So he's going toward the caucus room or... Belarus's room. Huh? I realized it was up to me to stop him. I decided to run after him after I knew he passed his room. He heard me and turned around. Then he started running after me. I ran downstairs and we fought there. He put up quite a fight. Then Moldova came downstairs and I saw him running for him. I know he was planning on killing him. So I pushed him, hoping he would pick a fight with me but instead he landed on his own knife, so we panicked and ran. Romania. No, that's not what happened. What are you talking about? Stop lying, Big Brother, please. I don't want you to lie for me. What is going on? What happened was I went to save Big Brother, but Poland tripped over me. That's how he landed on his own knife. Moldova, stay out of this. No, it wasn't your fault, Big Brother. It was mine. I don't know who to believe. I'm the killer. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. Slovakia said there was high-pitched screaming and running. And I don't know why Moldova would make a lie like this. Well, he's kind to a fault, and I don't want to kill a child. But Romania, I know, would protect his brother. I believe Moldova's version of events. I'm really killing a child! After he fell on the knife, Big Brother told me that we should go back to the room. I nodded and just said okay. But then I couldn't sleep, so I went backside and he moved. But he wrote Moldova's name on the... Oh, that's Romania. But then I couldn't sleep, so I went back outside and he moved. But he wrote Moldova's name on the wall, so I wiped part of it away so that he wouldn't get blamed. Big Brother. Clever. Too bad it didn't work. That seems right of you to look at the smudges again. If you look at the beginning of the message, it looks like some letters got smeared, but if you look closely, it looks like an O and an L. So Moldova is the killer. Perfect. But it was an accident. That doesn't count, right? Big Brother, please don't defend me. I don't want you all to be punished again. So if I had to sacrifice myself, I'm okay. Oh crap, I hadn't... Is the jury ready to decide? We don't really have a choice, do we? Then let's put it to a vote. The jury has reached a verdict. Alright, let us read the votes out loud. 1 vote for Moldova, 2... Thank you. Thank you, Belarus. Why do you keep voting for me? I don't like you. 3 votes for Romania, 5 votes for Moldova, 8 votes for Romania, 9 votes for Romania, 11 votes for Moldova, 13 votes for Moldova, 14 votes for Moldova. And the guilty one is Moldova! This isn't fair. I'm sorry, Big Brother. It's just this way. It's just better this way. The last thing I want is for Moldova and I to be separated again. That's true. I don't want you to be punished again. That last hit really hurt, please. Moldova, I swear. You don't want to hurt me, do you? Next time it's whips. Hey, Moldova, confessed already. Moldova, either way you're going to get hurt. But you won't. It wasn't your fault. I know it's not, but I still killed him. I don't want this either, but if I made it to the finals, things might get worse. This is the best for me. But he deserved it. Now Big Brother can fight even harder for us. Yeah, I will. Alright, Moldova has been declared guilty of murder. Your sentence is execution. Any last words? Yes, I hope you can win for us, Big Brother. Try your best. I'll be cheering for you. Since you are so compliant, I'm going to give you an easy... Oh, thank the good Lord. It's time for execution, if you will come with me. Oh my god, I don't... That's a nice gif. Or animation. What is with all the tanks? Thank you for MMD at least. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my good god. Okay. I'm emotionally weak right now. The convict has been... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh Christ. I'm going to cry. I didn't want to kill a child. I'm actually crying. I'm so sad. I just love Moldova so much and I just had to kill him. No, Slovakia, we killed a child. I thought we were on chapter 3. Oh my god. Day 17. Okay. So, I'm not emotionally stable enough to continue with this. My son, I just had to kill him, and I watched him drive off the edge of a cliff. Y'all think I'm kidding, but I'm actually crying. I'm so upset that I killed my child. I wanted to... Oh my gosh, I should have just killed Romania. I wouldn't feel half as guilty if I had killed Romania. Oh my gosh. Stay hydrated. Okay, so I don't have the energy to, like, do my fun little outro, so I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm very sad. So yeah. I'm glad we got comrade time with Moldova, at least. Oh my gosh. I knew like he was gonna die, but I didn't think I'd have to see his execution. Oh my gosh. The good timeline better be, like, nicer than this. Oh my good god.